Welcome back to What Ifs and Maybes, a podcast about the what ifs of our lives and the maybes of our hearts. This is your host, Max.
And Bao.
And Tina here today. How are you guys?
I'm doing well right now.
That's
I just woke
good.
up from a nap, which was a lovely nap.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Nina said that she doesn't want to work tomorrow. Yes, same. I
Say,
was in the pain of acid reflux. But then it's quite rainy, so my mood kind of lightened up from that. So I think I'm doing pretty well at the moment. That's good.
yeah, Annalise, but it's kind of sad that you have acid reflux right now.
I have episodes mostly because I don't eat on time. It's still a habit. I'm still trying to be good at eating on time, but I'm working on it.
Yeah. My parents would always text me or like chat me and my siblings on Messenger. That's why I always eat with my parents.
Ooh. So is that like their pet peeve? There's something they don't like about someone if someone doesn't eat on time?
It's not really a pet peeve, but they always get angry when we don't eat on time.
Ooh.
So,
So, so that's where our prompt today actually comes in, right, Val?
yeah. So our prompt today is related to parents. So do you want to read the prompt, Matt?
Sure thing, Val. So the prompt today is, what if your parents don't like your significant other? Ooh. Would you change anything for that significant other?
As our viewers know, we have never had a significant other, but
It's a choice.
um,
Disclaimer, it's a
it's
choice.
it's a choice for Mads. It's a given for me. Anyway,
It was a brutal truth on your part, Val. It was
it,
self-burned.
it's true though. It's okay. It happens. So
But,
anyway,
yeah, anyway.
what were you gonna say? I was gonna say something else.
What were you gonna say? Because Pam has this bad habit of forgetting what she's supposed to say. So we're always going to let her go first.
So, like I said, we have never had a boyfriend before, but I am someone who would like always follow my parents.
Mm-hmm.
So, if my parents don't like my significant other, I would first, of course, ask them why. But my parents are people who, even though they don't like a person, they try to get to know them first before telling it to me. So, if my parents say that they don't like my significant other, I assume that it's because my significant other has something that they don't like a value. And my values and principles are the same as my parents. So I would break up with them, I feel.
For
So
example,
Nina's asking a sample of values. Like, they don't like people who smoke. That's a value. I feel like that's a value.
I think it's a preference, kind of.
Oh, okay. Well, they actually do like religious people too.
Mm-hmm.
And I would want someone who is or has the same faith as me because I wouldn't change my religion
Mm-mm.
for another person.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. How about you, Matt?
Well, it depends. Whose parent are we talking about? Like, is it my mom or my dad? Because if it's my mom, then I'd probably still listen to her because mother knows best. For some insane reason, my mom knows what's right for me at all times. Like at the end of everything, she's always right. So I feel like if she doesn't like someone for me, it's going to be a thing that I would follow at the end of the day. If it was my dad, then I don't really care. I'm so sorry, but that's like just the family dynamics have. What if they don't like? Well, my mom had brought up for that she would prefer someone hardworking. Like that's the only requirement. Hardworking and a good person. That's it. So I actually have the same sentiments. Like I just prefer someone I can talk to, someone I can depend on, and I feel like long as can respect family that I have and respect my choices as a person, as an individual, then that goes on. But if I think my mom doesn't like someone someone I like at the moment. Then because I think it was brought up before that she said, "Oh, I don't like this person for you," kind of. That made me realize that, oh, maybe that person isn't the one for me, even if I like that person. So I do think that their opinion is something that I hold in a very high regard. I think that's my answer.
Oh,
That's it.
okay. So we have like the same sentiment.
Yeah, same
Um,
sentiment. I feel like because we're quite close to our families. So
yeah.
Nina's asking,
When do we make the significant other and our parents meet each other?
I'm sorry, it's a no for me.
So,
I'm never
you don't
gonna.
that
Yeah,
you're never
yeah, I don't want them to meet.
okay. So, oh well, I think you have to expound on that
Not
for our viewers.
or listeners. I don't know. I never. It's just something that I don't want. It's like two worlds that I don't want to meet. I don't know. I feel like I'm irrational at this point. But if I'm not sure with someone, I'm not gonna make that someone meet with my mom.
Okay, so for other people, I understand you because I know that you don't want to get married.
Yeah, it's not a goal.
Yeah.
Nina's asking how they will know, right? I don't know if it happens, if I got discovered in an accident. They'll know.
So you won't tell your mom
Unless
about
it's serious for me, I think.
so like when you're serious with the guy, you will tell your mom,
Probably.
but you won't make them meet.
Probably.
So what if like significant other or your mom ask if they can meet?
I'll probably change the topic.
Okay.
Again, commitment issues. Guys, I'm still working on it. So I know that the answer is not very ideal. I'm quite aware, but it's the answer for now. I'm still working on it. We can't be perfect.
I understand. I would want them to meet even before we became an item or a couple because I would want my parents' approval of my significant other. I would also want to meet the parents of my significant other before. I actually do know why. Because I want the end of our goal together would be like married. So that's the end goal. Because when you become a couple, it's like there's only two endings. One breakup, two marriage. Okay, there might be a third one, but the third one is like morbid. One of you dies. But let's go back there. So the end goal would be marriage. I think when we meet the parents of each other, it means that we're serious about the relationship.
Oh, I have a question.
And yeah.
Sorry, I just want to ask before you go on. Like, do you want to meet his parents first, or do you want him to meet your parents first?
There was a thing in like a tradition in the Philippines before that the families meet each other. I would love that
at
to
the
happen.
same time.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Well, but if it doesn't happen, any is fine actually. Any is fine. I don't really care who goes first as long as we get to know each other.
Okay, Nina's asking, okay, what if your little other doesn't like your parents?
Oh, I'll like say goodbye.
Oh, what if they just don't get along, like for some reason, but not necessarily a big issue, like maybe not vibing. They just don't like they're awkward with each other.
If it's just like awkward with each other, well, as long as they get along in the end. If they don't get along in the end, I still don't want that. I don't want that relationship.
So I'm looking forward to when this happens. I'd like to have like live feedbacks. Alright.
So let's see when that happens.
Yeah, when that happens.
So actually, when I was a kid, I don't know why I wanted my parents to like arrange my marriage before.
Said that before.
Yeah, because I trust their judgment, especially my mom. I trust her judgment with other people. So that's why I wanted an arranged marriage before. But, you know, That never happened. It's not even popular in where we live. So until now, I still don't have a boyfriend. I remember once, I don't know if we should include this in the podcast, but it's a funny story. You can edit this out, Nina, if you want. So I remember back then, so I was messaging someone. I don't know if it's Mads or Nina. I was just messaging a friend. Then my mom said, "Is that your boyfriend?" And then I said, "Yeah, it is." Then she was like, "You boyfriend? Ha." So she didn't believe that I have a boyfriend, even though I was like, "Yeah, I do have a boyfriend." So that's why.
I have the opposite reactions from my friends and family members. Like when I say I don't have anyone, they'll be like, "No, I know you have someone. No, I know you had someone." I'm like, "Huh? They look like huh?"
So,
I don't
so
know,
that's,
man. It's funny for both of us. Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Paul's mom will be like, "Lie, that's not true at all." And my parents and friends would be like, "Show us." Actually, that's very true. Like for some reason, that's very true. Like, I remember being in this internship rotation place where I interned, and I remember my coworkers really gave me a list of the people they know just so I could have some. Right. I just knew them for a month and they were so invested with making me meet someone that they know. It's like this very weird existential crisis where can I not be just someone who exists? But anyway, that's a segue.
Internship, that was a funny
It's a funny thing.
year.
Funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
Funny.
I remember like my
Mm-hmm.
colleagues
Mm-hmm.
from internship would pair me up with someone and I didn't like that someone. So I was
Oh.
like, no,
Oh,
thank
I remember
you.
that. I remember calling you every day, kind of, almost every day during the months when I interned in this place, very far away place. And everyone would assume that it was a significant other, but they'd still like find me someone at the same time. So I'm like, you want me to cheat in this very fictional significant other that you think I have at the same time while believing that there's someone? I'm like, what? But anyway, let's go back to the prompt. I have a follow up question, pal.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because we're talking about parents. Like, what if it were your siblings? What if your younger brother doesn't like that someone?
Oh, actually, my younger brother and my sister, we made a pact.
Yeah,
We
what kind of
said
that?
that if I don't like your girlfriend or boyfriend, you're gonna break up with him. Then I was like, okay, but if I don't like your girlfriend or boyfriend, you're gonna break up with him. So that's
That's
why.
yeah. I don't have words for that. I don't know if that's smart or if that's like inhibiting people, but that's pretty
Yeah.
solid. Nina said, but
Yeah, it is a solid pact. It's
mm,
detrimental to
a certain level,
a
but
certain level.
good to certain extent.
Yeah, it's the same. It's okay for me because I know that if I have a boyfriend, I'll pick someone who's good.
Okay, that's nice. My siblings and I aren't like that at all. We'll be like hating each other's balls, and then like at the same time, we also know that we can't do anything about it, so we just like tolerate it.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So if my sibling like dates someone who smokes, I would be like, "You're not my sibling anymore." I will ask them, "Do you want me to die? You're gonna date someone who smokes while I
Mhm.
have allergy? Are you kidding me?" So that's why. Yeah.
But I think at the same time, it also comes to like other to that other person's sense and sensibility. Would that person really smoke in front of you, knowing that there's a concern regarding those things? But
Mm-mm.
no,
But
I.
the thing is, the smoke also soaks through the clothes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I
Secondhand
really,
smokers have it worse, so I know what you mean.
so I really don't want someone who likes smoke. If my siblings date someone who smokes, they're dead to me. You know, like you're dead to me.
I feel like those aren't my. What do you call that? The one that makes you say that, oh, not this one. Oh, there's a term for it. I can't remember the term, but basically saying that that person is the, yeah, deal breaker. Okay. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
smoking those stuff aren't really my deal breakers. For me, it's more of like consistency. Like if you tell me something that, oh, you're gonna do this and you don't do that, that's more likely a deal breaker for me. which is like very toxic because people can make mistakes, but like I'm hardwired to think that way. I don't know. Nina said my parents said that her and her siblings deal breakers that their significant other cannot be idiots. I think that's a
Oh.
given for us as well.
Yeah,
We'll just make fun of that other person, which is really mean, but at the same time, it's just a sibling thing. Don't
I
quote that.
understand.
Don't quote that. Guys, don't quote that.
I just want my siblings, significant others to have common sense, you know.
Mine's
Because common
respect.
sense,
Because
yeah,
common
yeah.
sense is not so common.
Yeah, true.
Very true. Ooh, we have another question now.
Yeah.
Would you change anything for that significant other?
It depends on what will I
You will
change, I
change.
think. But I believe that people should change for themselves rather than their significant others. So if they want me to change my preference in food, like eat vegetables, sure, why not? That's okay. But I don't know anything. If they want me to change, I don't know. What do people want other people to change?
But that's very curious though, because if that other person asks me, for instance, to eat meat or beef every single day, I can't do it. It's gonna be a deal breaker for me. Actually, for me, I think I don't like being asked to change anything. For me, it needs to come from me. So if you ask me to do something, I won't. I'd rather, leave.
Yeah, I understand that. You know, when people ask you to change, you want to rebel. Yeah, I understand. That's me sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes.
Oh, it's me all the time. So don't tell me to do stuff. Like I'd rather do it on my own. Kind of cue me. You can cue
Oh,
me.
oh, so when we say that you should eat more, we should actually say, don't eat on time, something like that.
I'll just laugh if you say that. See, I'm very complicated to talk to.
So Nina said, when somebody says you should eat more, let our response be, my body, my rules.
Yes, cheers to that. Cheers to that. I probably won't change anything. Like for me, I'm the kind of person who's like a sponge. So if you do something that I find kind of inspiring or something, or maybe something that I know can improve also my habits, I'd probably copy that, kind of like a copycat. But other than that, no, I don't think so. Not for me. How about you, How?
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
Let our
Well, maybe the
response
food
be.
preference. Maybe I'll eat more vegetables. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't like the texture of vegetables. That's why.
I don't like the thickness of meat. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, we get each other.
That's why we're good together. Like I give her the meat, she give me the vegetables. Like it's a win-win.
Yeah, you know, that's why we're friends.
That's very true. So let our response be my body, my room.
My room.
And since all of us don't eat as much junk as Nina does, she says that she gets it. She gets it. She really does get it. So at least if we're together, like we have
Yeah.
a small portion of everything in this world. Which
Yeah,
is
at
nice.
least.
Yeah, very true. You want to add anything, Pao?
Sometimes parents know best, but sometimes parents don't. But our parents, my parents, and Mad's mom, we believe in them. So if they don't like our significant other, then, we'll follow them. Yeah.
Adios.
Yeah, and we wouldn't change anything for our significant other that we don't like. We believe we don't need to change. So, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at what-ifs Maybes and subscribe to our YouTube channel, What-ifs and Maybes. See you again next time, hoping that your regrets be small and wishes stay strong. Bye!
Bye. Bye, Nina.